We're going to discover the top 3 sales techniques that you need to convert leads into students at your martial arts school. Let's go. Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Waters. I'm going to share with you today the top 3 techniques that I've utilized and that I also teach my clients to utilize inside the 7-Figure Dojo program to grow their martial arts schools. So here we go. The very first thing is I want you to think about every time that a new student comes in the door, you need to build a relationship with them. You need to actually build some rapport. You got to talk to them. You've got to ask them questions. You need to find out what they like, what they dislike. And most importantly, realize that people like people that are most like them. What can you do to build a bridge to this person? If they like football, then you need to talk about football if you like it. If you don't, let them educate you on it. For example, when people come in, and I'm using football because here in the South, in the United States, that's a really big thing. I don't watch football, and the football that I do usually watch is professional football. And so when people come in, they might be talking about college football, and that's not something I'm an expert in, so I let them educate me. I'll go, oh, okay, did you go to school there? If they didn't, then why is that your favorite team? Okay, I got you. So are you hoping your kids go there? Like, you want to be in a position and in a place where you can start getting this person to open up and educate you about what it is that they like, and you're gonna build that bridge. Now, if you've got some other good things that are in common, then definitely lean on that and talk about that. One of my senior program coaches, she used to be in the Navy, and so when she would actually talk to people about martial arts classes, we live in a town that is full of military personnel, and so what they would talk about their shared experiences in the Navy, the Marines, Air Force, Army, whatever, and it was a really easy bridge for her. So lean into that and utilize that, because when you do, you're going to start seeing that people trust you more. And people don't buy from other people unless they first trust them or they trust the process. And you want them to do both. You want them to trust you and also trust the process. Very important. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to do in a sales technique that we actually utilize and that I recommend if you're wanting to get better at selling your martial arts programs is you need to lean into a transformational experience. What we like to do is we actually condense it down into one day, like one experience, one interaction. And that's the way that I recommend my clients do it as well. Because when you can condense it down into one day, one interaction, we're not dragging out this thought process. We're not dragging out into a trial for many weeks on end and possibly not being profitable as we generate new leads and new students and acquire them through marketing. Now we're just narrowing it down to one day. And when you narrow it down to one day, you can get very focused. You can dig into why they need martial arts, and then after that, you can dig into how you're going to transform their life. There's 2 different ways to go about this. I've done it both ways. So you can make this transformational experience something where you're showing them, right? You're showing them the mat, you're showing them the students, you're making it very conversational, and you're just showing them what it is that you're going to do. But then you have to be really good at storytelling, and you have to be able to get this person to imagine themselves or their child doing the things that they are seeing. And they say seeing is believing. A lot of this has to do with you need that parent to see that their child can actually do the things that you're talking about and transform them. And I'll give you a real clear example on that. So imagine that you have a potential student coming in, and this child is everywhere. They're spinning around in circles. They won't stop talking. You know that this kid needs focus. So then you start going, okay, well, this kid needs focus. Mom, Dad, I want you to imagine a time where your child's out there on the mat and they're going to have focus. And deep down inside, that mom or dad would be thinking, oh, that's great, but I'm not sure if they're going to do it, because the mom and dad only knows what they have done to help their child get better focus. Maybe they haven't done a lot, or maybe they've tried everything and it still is not to the level that they would like the child to be at. Instead, if you can take that child who never focuses, who always is moving, and you can get them to stand still, look you in the eyes, speak only in turn, now the parent has actually seen the transformation happen, it's not just something you've talked about. They've actually seen it. And then on top of that, if you can point that out to the parent, oh, did you see that? Now the parent's going, oh yeah, I actually did see that. That makes it much, much easier when you're getting down to the actual sales part of the conversation and you start talking to them about signing up for your classes, and you start going, okay, did you see how Johnny did whatever it was that he did? Now that person's going, well, yes, I did. Well, this is what we're going to do. And then if you want to tie in, maybe they watch classes and you see those students over there, that's what we're going to do to help your child become like them. And the parents not only recognizing what's happening in the moment, but they're recognizing what's going to happen in the future too. That right there, that's gold. You got to be able to make that transformation happen. If you can, the next part is really easy. And the next part is obviously selling them. You know, you're asking them for an exchange. And when people get, I would say, a little afraid of this section, when they get to the point where they're going, oh no, I've got to ask them for money. I've got to ask them for a credit card or cash or whatever it is. And they go, I just don't feel comfortable. I'm nervous. My hands are sweating. My mouth is dry. My heart's beating. It's because of a couple of things. Most of the time I find it's because you want everyone to say yes, and the reality is that they're not going to say yes. You need to actually expect the no. And that would be my third sales technique that I've trained my staff on and we train our clients on. You've got to expect the no. You need to expect this person is going to say no. This person is not going to sign up right away. This person is going to stall. They're going to say, well, I need to think about it. I need to talk to my husband. I need to talk to my whoever. And if you're not expecting that, it's very similar to going into a sparring match and expecting that you won't get hit. I'm really great at martial arts and I'm going to go into the sparring match, but I'm not going to get hit because I'm so good at martial arts. That would be erroneous of you to think that. Instead, we should go, okay, if I'm entering the sparring match and I'm really good at martial arts, I have a really good chance to win this match. Great. I'm going to get hit, but I'm going to hit the other person more. Now we think about it in that sense, like sparring or grappling or kata, whatever. You know that there's going to be some difficulty there. And you need to expect that this person is going to say these things. That's why instead of just training or working with your team on only what they're going to say up to the sale, you need to work with them beyond what they say after that person says no. What are the things that they need to do? How do they need to actually go about it? What do they need to say in order to have that person say yes? And as long as you can do that, then you are going to see more and more students signing up inside of your martial arts school. And hey, listen, if you want some more interaction, you want some more training, we do weekly trainings inside of our 7-Figure Dojo Secrets Facebook group. I would definitely recommend for you to hop into that Facebook group. You can click the link in the description and come on over to the Facebook group. We'll have more trainings just like this, but we'll go more in depth. You'll see me and other members of my team in there training you on how to earn and generate more revenue for your martial arts business. Until next time, keep being awesome.